9 years after the Fukushima nuclear disaster, homes stand barricaded and empty. Debris still litters the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. Officials are dealing with a problem that grows day by day. What to do with more than 1 million tons of radioactive water? Water used to cool melted radioactive fuel becomes contaminated with radioactive particles. In addition, about 170 tons per day of groundwater leaks into the reactor buildings and picks up the particles. Radioactive water accumulating in the reactor buildings looks like this.
地下に通じる階段の下を覗き込むと、もうすぐそこまで緑色に濁った汚染水が溜まっているのが確認できます。
Tokyo Electric Power Company, the plant's operator, has a machine called ALPS that removes radioactive particles from water. It takes out 62 different materials, including cesium and strontium, but not tritium.
こちらが処理水だということです。思ったよりも無色透明ですね。
Treated water is stored in tanks.
福島第一にはこの1000トンから1300トンぐらい入るこのクラスのタンクがおよそ1000あります。
すみません、これ高さでどれぐらいあるんですか？
今ここでこの高さ12メートルになります。
Tanks are separated by 1.5 meters, just wide enough for a person to walk through. TEPCO says tanks on site currently store about 1.19 million tons of treated water. Workers can make a new tank in about 10 days. In the summer of 2020, TEPCO will run out of space to build tanks. But the water has to go somewhere. Japan and other countries regularly release tritium-laced water into the ocean, provided levels are low enough to meet government standards. Experts last month in a meeting with Japan's government said releasing Fukushima's treated water into the ocean was a possibility. A final decision has yet to be made. TEPCO and the government said in the past they would not release contaminated water into the ocean without consulting locals.
心は一回折れると思いますよね。海洋放出はやめてほしいということを主張するしかないなと思ってますけどね。
Last year, Fukushima fishermen hauled in less than 20% of pre-disaster catch levels. Fish they catch are still regularly tested for radioactive material. But some customers feel fine about eating Fukushima fish. This restaurant in Yokohama, near Tokyo, serves it raw as sashimi.
風評被害ってあったと思うんですけども、気にされたりします今？
今は全く気にしないです。
This store that sells Fukushima caught fish recently opened. Founder Hiromi Sakaki wants fish and the ocean to return to being a part of everyday life. All fish shops in the area had closed after the nuclear disaster.
とても嬉しいですね。みんなうち魚大好きだ。
ピカピカのやつがあった。
TEPCO and Japan's government have over 1 million tons of radioactive water that has to go somewhere. Fukushima fishermen hope it won't be in their backyard.